And tonight, another lawsuit. This one from the family of Blue Point's Gabby Petito, who's now suing police in Utah for wrongful death, claiming officers failed to realize Gabby was a victim of domestic violence. News 12's Kevin Vesey has been looking over the lawsuit all night long. So, Kevin, break it down for us. What exactly does it mean?
Well, Mackenzie, the suit alleges that the officers who stopped Gabby and Brian in Utah nearly 1 year ago either ignored their training or were not properly trained to begin with. So it says they failed to realize that Gabby was being abused. In fact, they mistakenly determined that she was the aggressor.
Gabby, Brian, okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm just sorry. We've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
This is how the traffic stop between Gabby Petito, her fiancé Brian Laundrie, and Moab, Utah police began. A 911 caller said they saw Brian hit Gabby outside a convenience store, but officers on scene concluded she had attacked Brian and not the other way around.
At this point, you're the victim of a domestic assault.
A $50 million lawsuit being filed by Gabby's family says the officers missed signs Gabby was being abused and was in a life-threatening situation. The couple got back on the road the next day, and authorities say Brian strangled Gabby to death about 2 weeks later.
This is just bringing back a lot of pain.
Gabby's mother, NICHOLE SCHMIDT, says the video from August 12th of last year is chilling.
Watching it is very painful, and I wanted to jump through the screen and rescue her.
And it seemed like some things were missed just on the way Miss Petito's behavior was.
Domestic violence expert Keith Scott says enhanced police training and a mandatory arrest law might have saved Gabby's life.
In New York State, in Nassau and Suffolk County, we have intense training for our police officers. They have to go through time and time again, understand what trauma looks like.
Everybody would like to be a Monday morning quarterback. We grieve terribly for Gabby and her family, but we also grieve for those who, did they miss the sign? Perhaps.
And Gabby's parents have another lawsuit pending right now against Brian Laundrie's parents. That one is for $30,000. And Mackenzie, we reached out to police in Moab, Utah for a comment. So far, we have not heard back.
You know, Kevin, every time we hear a development of this story, it really is heartbreaking each and every time, opening those wounds like you hear her mother talk about. I'm sure the family is just hoping changes will be made in Utah and wherever else, like we have training here, like they mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you heard Keith Scott there talking about enhanced training for police here on Long Island, also a mandatory arrest law for domestic violence cases. So hopefully some of those things can be implemented there and can save some lives.